you start off.
Hi everyone, and welcome to today's toy review here. Not gonna be a Transformer review, but this is gonna be another one of these M.A.S.K toy reviews.
Okay. Hey y'all, it's good to see y'all. And when I do a M.A.S.K review, I pretty much have this on because it just represents kind of the toy line. So anyway, this guy who we're going to be reviewing today is a Street Fighter. His nickname is Birdman. I do not know why. Maybe I have to look back in some of the episodes and it'll tell me. But anyway, so what happens when you get Transformers and G.I. Joe and mix them together? Well, you get a group called M.A.S.K. That was in the 1980s. So this is a bit nostalgic for me, and looking back, and we did have this toy when we were kids. My brother bought it. I was right there with him when he bought it. And until that point, I don't think we had a M.A.S.K vehicle. So y'all will see in the review, this guy's kind of got a crazy look to him. And we got more of the bios and stuff like that. So I think that is about enough. Oh, and it's getting hot out there. Yeah, buddy.
Because the summertime is now picking up.
Yeah, we're out of preheat, and now we're going right into the oven. So the preheat's about done. So now we're definitely turning up the temperature where we're at. I don't know how it is where y'all are at, but definitely down here, yeah, things are starting to sizzle. Anyway, anything you want to say, Ed?
No.
He says, no, not really. He says, you pretty much said it all. So anyway, y'all, this is our review. This is our review of another M.A.S.K vehicle, M.A.S.K character, what it's all about, what the vehicle can do, what he can do with his helmet's super ability powers, and other stuff, and also attitudes and stuff like that. So anyway, sit back, relax, enjoy the review. We'll see y'all here in a minute.
Stay tuned.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's good to see y'all wherever y'all are. Wherever y'all are? Wherever y'all are. Oh, I said that all wrong. But anyway, it is good to see you. Good to be here. So anyway, this, y'all, is a M.A.S.K vehicle. He belongs to the Venom group. His name is Floyd Malloy. Go ahead and point to him. His name is Floyd Malloy.
And it's this guy here.
Right. And go ahead and take off his helmet.
And just like with all the other M.A.S.K vehicles, the M.A.S.K does remove.
Yes. Excuse me, sorry. The M.A.S.K removes. And holy cow, look at the face. Well, that is a mean mug there. Anyway.
Right.
That is what Floyd Malloy looks like. Yeah. I think it looks better with the helmet on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But here's a close-up of his face here. And yeah, he does have like a really mean look to him.
Yeah, he looks just mean. He's mean mugging. He's mean mugging. Or he's really got issues with his face. I'm not sure. One of the two.
And I'm trying to like see if his eyes are like painted in, or...
No, they're not painted in. They didn't get that detail back then. No, just throw some type of expression on the plastic and let it go. And I guess that's what they did here. Let me go ahead and give you some of the bios. What's up?
I think I kind of see some eyeballs that are painted in.
I don't know.
Yeah, those little dark spots right there. Those kind of look like eyeballs.
Okay.
That are painted in, but yeah. Right here.
Maybe they did. I don't know.
They actually kind of, sort of did.
Okay.
I can see the little eyeballs there.
Yeah, look at that face, y'all. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And the helmet, or the mask here.
He just fell.
And he just fell. And the mask is named...
Okay. Let me go ahead and give you a little bio right quick, and we'll get on to what's going on with him. We kind of messed this review all up, but anyway. Okay. We're starting over. No. Let it ride. Okay. M.A.S.K. This guy belongs to the Venom group. I'm not going to tell you what the acronym stands for because it's way too long. Vicious something. Floyd Malloy. His nickname is Birdman. He is a former leader of a biker gang who is an expert street fighter and a convicted forgery artist. The Vampire is a touring cycle that transforms into a single pilot jet. First show's appearance was in episode 45. The mask that Floyd Malloy has is called Buckshot. His open top mask, and it's open for a purpose to let his hair blow through the breeze, but anyway, the mask is called Buckshot. The mask can launch ball bearings out of it. That is its weapon. The mask can launch ball bearings out of the mask. So you have the pilot that has a helmet that can shoot ball bearings out of the mask, and then you have his vehicle, which is known as the Vampire. Right there. So that is pretty much wraps up Floyd Malloy, who belongs to the Venom side of M.A.S.K.
And also a biker gang.
Yes, he is an ex-biker gang professional street fighter. So in other words, he can get really rowdy. Now, to give you some backstory, like I said in the opening, my brother bought this. And a long time ago, there were stores in the mall where you could go off into and actually buy. And they had specialized stores where they had games and stuff like that, and different things like Transformers, G.I. Joes, and M.A.S.K was one of them that they carried. So I was with my brother and he bought this guy. And I don't remember if that was my first recall with M.A.S.K and the figures and the toy line. I do not remember. I think it was, and it grew from there. So anyway, this is what you get in the 1980s when you put G.I. Joe and Transformers and you squish them together. You get M.A.S.K. So here is our review of The Vampire with Floyd Malloy. And Colton's going to take it away.
Okay, so let's first start off with with the human itself named Floyd Malloy. And the mask is called
Buckshot.
Bugshot. Bugshot. Buckshot.
Buckshot. Like buckshot out of a gun. Buckshot.
Buckshot, not bugshot.
Yeah, no, not bugshot. No. Oh, that's good.
Buckshot is B-U-C-K-S-H-O-T.
Yes.
Not B-U-G-S-H-O-T.
Yeah. Although that'd be pretty good. Buckshot. That's great, Colton. That was good.
But here's the mask here, which is of course Buckshot, and I'm gonna go ahead and remove it so we can see the details of it. And as you can see, it's all just casted in like a gunmetal gray plastic with some red and black here. And you also do have some black on the back of the mask here. And not much else to it, like with all the other M.A.S.K figures. And I'm trying to get the camera to focus a little more. But that's the mask of Floyd Malloy, which is Buckshot here. And as for Floyd Malloy himself, he really does have a mean look to him on his face.
He's mean mugging.
And you do have some yellow paint on his hair. And for his body or his suit, you do have a lot of black
leather.
Or leather.
Yeah, that's black and red leather trim and stuff like that. That's like a black leather jacket. The silver that's there is supposed to represent like a belt that holds other things, like a metal belt. So, like I said in his review, he's a professional. He's a street fighter. So this is what a street fighter would probably look like. You know what I'm saying? Just ready, leathered up, and got metal hanging all over him, just ready to get after it. You know, I'm assuming. So yeah, he fits. His outfit fits the vampire real well. The same scheme. So they don't clash. They look good together. His uniform and his vehicle, the vampire. So that's why he looks the way he does.
And the articulation is the exact same, like with all the other ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and put his helmet back on, and that's about it for Floyd Malloy and his mask.
Yeah, the arms can go around, and you got a little bend at the knee, and you know, there's nothing real spectacular about these figures. They were just kind of put together. His head can move. No up and down articulation, just side to side.
Although his head on this figure is really kind of stiff.
Yeah.
When you move it around. But that's about it for Floyd Malloy and Buckshot the Mask here.
Very good. Now we're going to bring in the vampire.
Which is this.
Now, this motorcycle is a one-man army. Looks, as far as M.A.S.K, the saying is, you know, looks can be deceiving and such. And M.A.S.K did a good job of replicating that. Because on the outside appearance, it is supposed to be a touring cycle. A touring cycle that transforms into a single pilot jet. Now, with these M.A.S.K vehicles, you have springs and other gimmicks that were put into the vehicles to make them change. So, this is another one of them. And I'm going to let Colton get on with it.
But before we get onto the transformation, let's take a closer look at the details here.
Go ahead, I'll be right back.
So as you could see, it's just all casted in red with some gray and black here, and it does have a little bit of chrome, like on these exhaust pipes here, and the engine.
Yeah, like the engine block or whatever.
And also some chrome on the front and back wheels here. And you do have some stickers, which are still in great shape after all these years.
Yep.
Well, this one here, you could see, is a little worn out here. But you do have some stickers here and a couple on the sides here, and these here, and also these here. Oh, and you do have some stickers here, which I'm guessing these are the tail lights.
Yes, in a way. Now, do those look familiar down at the bottom? Look at them right here. Those are like molded in little bombs.
Oh.
Yep, those are like molded in little bombs. They do not come off. They are molded into the plastic. So.
Right. And like y'all saw clearly, that this part does hang really loose. But there's a reason why. Because sometimes when you move this like up and down, this will move with it. And you can see a little gun here. And it does
roll somewhat.
Oh, yeah. It actually does. The front wheel rolls for no problem, but the back wheel that does roll, but you do have to kind of put some pressure to it so the back wheel can roll really well.
So that's about it as far as rolling, and
he doesn't have like a little kickstand to help it balance. It just stands up on its own. And Floyd Malloy does sit in the seat here, but
as far as the way the gimmick is for the vampire, Floyd Malloy does not sit straight directly down in there because of the way the seat is.
Right.
Even in 1980s, he still didn't sit that good in it. So it's just one of those deals you have to. There you go. Something like that.
Something like that.
So it was his motorcycle, but they didn't do that good of a job as far as getting him to actually sit down in the seat. So that's the only downfall that I see out of this whole figure with the vehicle. But like I said, y'all, this is going back some years ago. My brother bought this, and I remember it, seen it, said I had to get it.
But now let's get on to the gimmick that this M.A.S.K vehicle can do, because this is a M.A.S.K vehicle from the 1980's show M.A.S.K.
Right.
So this vehicle does transform into another mode. And to do that, on the back, you see this black thing here is actually a button. And when you push it, the front seat will push back. This front part here will...
The front canopy will fall forward.
Oh,
Yeah, forward. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the front wheel will actually retract in, go into the frame. At the same time, while all that's going on, these fins right here will come up.
And somewhere in the back, yes, that black thing right there will extend out and kind of fill in this gap here.
Right, because it's like on this gimmick here, it's like a rod that's in the frame, and when you press this button, this rod comes back and releases everything, because the spring is what's holding everything in right now in this form.
And the back wheel here will compress in.
The back wheel will come back some, not a lot, but it'll come back some. So in other words, the two wheels will shift back, going back on it. So there it is. And we can see if we could do that again. But we have to be careful because the spring's kind of worn. Put it down on the ground. Okay. There you go. There you go. So.
Oh, and these things do extend out.
Yes, they go back into the frame. They go back to the back side.
And I don't think that this back wheel.
It may not. It may not.
No.
It may stay put.
But we're not done with the transformation yet. Because the last thing we need to do is take these things and fold them down to make the wings.
Right. Fold them down to make the wings. Wait a minute.
I was just showing him.
Okay. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, that's what we're talking about. That's set on a rod. And that rod is in this frame right here. So, that is what the vampire looks like transformed. From the motorcycle to the one-man pilot jet of doom. So anyway, enough of that. And still, Floyd Malloy can still sit in there, but not, you know, it's like, oh, I can sit on top of it, but you'd have to compress him. It's just, it's not, this is not one of the good designs that could hold up to a figure sitting in it. Not like Condor or slide racks. So it's still Floyd Malloy. This is one of the vehicles that didn't do so well as far as the person actually sitting on the vehicle. He can kind of stand up and be there, but as far as him sitting flat on the vehicle, nope, ain't gonna happen.
But getting him out of the way and taking a look at this, and you do have some new stickers here. The ones on these things here have a sticker here that says Venom on both sides.
Both sides. He's a Venom.
And you do have some new stickers here on the side of these things here, which are the missile launchers here. And these black things are the missiles, which do fire, but they are pressure launched, which means to fire them, you have to push behind the missiles here to fire them. just like that. And of course, he does come with 2 of these. There's the other one right there.
Yeah, there's no spring system in the missiles. You just press your finger and it's more push it and you launch it manually out of the cannon.
And this little gun does rotate.
I don't know if it rotates. Yeah, I guess it does. Okay.
Yes, it does. It rotates all the way around.
So yeah, what was the saying of M.A.S.K? I'm trying to remember it. Ultimate illusion. M.A.S.K is the ultimate. Vehicles are the ultimate illusion. I forgot what the saying was. I'd have to look it back up. The ultimate illusion. M.A.S.K is the ultimate illusion. Anyway, I'm gonna have to look that up. That slipped my mind.
What are your thoughts about this vehicle here?
I like it better in motorcycle mode. I think Vampire looks its strongest in the motorcycle mode. Because there you can tell it's a motorcycle. Here you can tell it's some type of one-man pilot, something with the gun on it. You know, it's.
I'm also kind of mad with this mode. I like the motorcycle mode a whole lot better, but this vehicle here, well, this second mode,
Yeah, so it's you know, Floyd Malloy, he sold a lot, but it was not one of the grand staples of M.A.S.K. The character in the cartoon was excellent. But as far as him and his vehicle, definitely seen better. But it's what they have. And see, that's why I'm saying that this gimmick is so old, you have to put it in its place and leave it alone, because it will automatically do that right there.
like that.
So, I mean, it's a 1 or 2 time transformation, and just leave it alone. Because you just got to have kitty hands with it, because the mechanism that held out all these decades is now starting to wear out. So, y'all, we will be back with our final thoughts here in a minute of M.A.S.K, Floyd Malloy, who pilots the Vampire.
Stay tuned.
Oh, and I forgot to do something right quick. So this is just a little add-on part before we get to our final thoughts. This is what he looks like with one of his companions right here on the Venom side. The Venom side. That is Slyrax with his M.A.S.K vehicle. Just wanted to give y'all some comparison of how they look together. So as we form the Team Venom, so this is one of the other bad guys, and if you want to see the review of Slyrax here along with this vehicle, the Piranha, so is in where, Colton? Where can they find a review of this?
Y'all can find it in my M.A.S.K playlist, because I did made a M.A.S.K playlist.
So anyway, we have a couple of motorcycles here. This guy adds to the Venom side, and we're still working on the M.A.S.K side. So, with that said, now we'll get back to our final thoughts.
So there you have the M.A.S.K Floyd Malloy here with the vampire vehicle.
Like I said, y'all, this was something that my brother bought years ago at one of these stores, and I was impressed because I didn't know if you had a recipe book, I guess, and it would say G.I. Joe and Transformers, and if you mixed them together, I honestly believe this is what you would get. You would get a pilot, then you would get a self-transforming transformer kind of vehicle that went from one mode to another, and you put all that, wrap it up, and then you have what we call M.A.S.K. Floyd Malloy looks good. I think the better mode for him is the motorcycle mode. I'm not that crazy about vampire mode. His jet mode, it just, there's not enough there to call a jet.
I also agree with my dad too.
So I think, the story of Floyd Malloy is really good. I do like his character. He's pretty much unhinged character. He is a street fighter, and there's a lot to him. His mask is called Buckshot, where he can shoot ball bearings out of his mask. That is the ability that his mask gives him. And he's just all around bad guy who's suited directly for Venom, so they can go and do bad stuff.
Right.
So Colton, what did you think of the 1980s Vampire with Floyd Malloy?
Overall, I still think he looks great for its time, and also in today's time. The little Floyd Malloy with his mask, but Buckshot, does look really cool. And his vehicle mode of the vampire, its motorcycle mode looks really good, but his other mode, I'm not really a fan of his other mode, because it doesn't really look like a jet to me.
Well, there y'all go. There y'all have it. We thank you for watching our M.A.S.K review from the 1980s. Because that's when this toy came out, and this action figure was the 1980s. So this is a look back, a throwback to the very past. At least 3 decades ago? 4 decades ago? I done lost count how many decades. Anyway, it was a long time ago. So anyway, hey, we appreciate y'all. Y'all are always welcome to subscribe. It's free, costs nothing. It helps us out. It helps the channel out. We appreciate y'all. Y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will talk to you later. And now I'm going to let Colton wrap it up, because right now he's saying, Dad, shut up. Okay.
And I was also about to say, be careful in that heat, because it's now the beginning of summer. And now I can go ahead and end this video. So I think that's about it. So there you have the M.A.S.K, Floyd Malloy, and the vampire. And if you like this video, give us a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you want to check out some other videos you may have missed, there's a playlist set up on my YouTube channel. So I think that's about it. So thanks for watching.